Welcome, NEET aspirants. This question is from the chapter Human Reproduction. So, parturition is also called childbirth. So, several antibodies for newborn? No. Collection of ovum? No. Fetal ejection reflex? Yes, this matches with parturition because this reflex will help in the childbirth. So, A is 3, A3 is in 1 and 4. Then B is common in both, B is 4, and C is either 1 or 2. Placenta, C is colostrum. Colostrum is milk containing antibodies. So several antibodies for newborn babies. So C is 1. So we will have to choose option number 1 as the right answer. Mark it on the OMR sheet. 193 is 1. So let's understand each and every topic asked in this question. First one, parturition. So fetal ejection reflex is mild uterine contraction. So this mild uterine contraction is initiated by full term fetus. Full term is the fully developed fetus. What is the duration for full term, full development of fetus? It is 40 weeks. So 39 to 40 weeks is normal, it is full term baby. Before this will be called preterm delivery, and after 40 weeks will be called overdue delivery. So fully developed fetus and placenta, they from here mild contractions are initiated in the uterus. This is going to trigger the posterior pituitary and this will release oxytocin. Oxytocin will cause further stronger uterine contractions. Okay. Now, in response to the contraction, again posterior pituitary will be stimulated and it will release higher levels of oxytocin. These higher levels will stimulate even further stronger contraction in uterus. So this cycle of positive feedback keeps on repeating, and that's how the signals become stronger and stronger, and then finally the fetus is pushed out from the birth canal. So let's see what is given in NCERT. Childbirth is called parturition. Vigorous contraction of the uterus at the end of pregnancy causes expulsion or delivery of the fetus. So this is a neuroendocrine mechanism. Fetal ejection reflex is mild uterine contraction and it is triggered by fully developed fetus and the placenta. This statement is important because it can be asked in those questions that are two statement questions. So they can change something over here. They can, instead of mild, they can make it strong uterine contraction. So keep all these key words in your mind when you're revising the concept. Then fetal ejection reflex triggers release of oxytocin from maternal pituitary. Oxytocin causes stronger uterine muscle contractions. And then this cycle sets in. The strong uterine contractions will further stimulate release of oxytocin, and then oxytocin will induce stronger, even stronger uterine contractions. Okay, so this goes on and on. The muscle contraction gives positive feedback to pituitary, causing further secretion of oxytocin. And this positive feedback loop results in stronger and stronger contractions, finally leading to expulsion of the infant and therefore childbirth. So, this is all you have to remember regarding parturition. Then, next one is placenta. Placenta matches with B. B is 4, secretion of hormone HCG. So, see, placenta secretes hormones HCG, HPL, and relaxin. Placenta is the structure formed between the, if this is the blastocyst, it has a outer layer which is called trophoblast. Okay, nourishing layer. And then there will be inner cell mass in blastocyst. Okay. So these cells, the trophoblast, they will develop chorionic villi. Okay. These are extensions of trophoblast. Okay. And here are the cells of uterus. So these will also merge into, and this is called, the two cells will interdigitate. Okay, they will merge into one another, and then finally the structure which is formed, this structure, this is called placenta. And this will be like a switch. Okay, soon there will be development of formation of umbilical cord that will connect the embryo to placenta. Now placenta is will derive all the nourishment. So nutrients and oxygen, this will enter in, and all the waste, that means the excretory waste and gaseous waste, which is CO2, this will be taken out. So placenta plays a very important role. In addition to this, placenta also plays an important role in producing hormones. In this particular question, HCG is asked. So it stands for human, C for chorionic, and G for gonadotropin. So this will help the corpus luteum to survive. So you already know that corpus luteum, it degenerates in case fertilization doesn't occur. Okay. But if fertilization occurs, if implantation occurs, then the placenta formed by implantation will immediately start producing HCG, and HCG will take care of corpus luteum. It will prevent degeneration of corpus luteum. And this corpus luteum will in turn produce progesterone. Now, this is an important pregnancy hormone, right? So, it will take care of the lining, the uterine lining, okay? And this is how it supports pregnancy. So, let's read what is given in NCERT. Placenta is a structure formed when chorionic villi of the blastocyst and uterine cells interdigitate with each other, and it connects the mother and the fetus. And the role of placenta is a connector for supplying nutrients, oxygen, and removal of waste and carbon dioxide. Then the endocrine functions are production of HCG, which is human chorionic gonadotropin, then HPL, human placental lactogen, and relaxin, and estrogens and progestogens. All these are produced by placenta. Then next one is colostrum. Colostrum is the breast milk which is rich in several antibodies. Okay. The milk produced during the initial few days, very important, initial few days of lactation is called colostrum, which contains several antibodies absolutely essential for to develop resistance for newborn babies. Now, antibodies will protect newborn from skin infections or respiratory infection or gastrointestinal infection. Their immune system is still developing. So, this really helps in developing resistance in the newborn babies. So, what you have to remember is colostrum, it is the milk produced in the initial few days, and it is rich in antibodies. Fimbriae. Fimbriae, it is collection of ovum after ovulation. So what are fimbriae? Fimbriae are the finger-like structures which are part of the fallopian tube. So if this is the ovary, the funnel-shaped structure will be infundibulum, and it will have finger-like projections. So this is going to hold the ovum, okay, the secondary oocyte which is released in ovulation. So these finger-like structures are fimbriae. Then the funnel-shaped structure of the fallopian tube is called infundibulum. So finger-like projections, fimbriae, which help in collection of the ovum after ovulation. So let's make the final match again. Fimbriae are finger-like projections that help in collection of ovum. Colostrum is the milk produced in the initial days after childbirth. It is rich in antibodies which protect the newborn babies. Then placenta, it secretes hormone. So in addition to HCG, it produces HPL, relaxin, estrogen and progestogens. And last one is parturition, which is fetal ejection reflex. It is initiated by fetal ejection reflex. And what are these? These are mild contractions of uterus, mild uterine contractions. So I hope this video will be helpful to you. Thank you so much for watching my video.